I'm tired of the other women. I'm tired of him using me. For 2 months, I didn't even hear from you. Where were you?
I'm overwhelmed, man. I love you.
Fooled me once, shame on you. Fooled me twice, shame on me. He fooled you about 50 times.
We are a financial disaster because of him.
Divorce doesn't exist where I'm from.
Neither one of you is wrong for having your opinions, but it just makes you wrong for each other. There's been a huge breach of trust, according to you.
She was on the fast with the pastor. She sending pictures with a smoothie of straw in her mouth and a sausage McMuffin. Can I eat this, pastor? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, hold on, why you gotta send pictures with it?
Here is today's case.
She's ready to end their engagement because she feels this relationship is nothing but a scam. She says he disappears in the middle of the night and is not motivated to work a 9 to 5. He says he's a Bitcoin trader who values their relationship. That's today's case on Divorce Court.
Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Faith Jenkins presiding. Your Honor, our virtual audience is filled with your superfans. Today's superfan of the day is Taja from Teaneck, New Jersey.
Taja, we're so happy to have you with us. Welcome to Divorce Court.
Your Honor, this is the case of Hogan versus Howard.
Thank you, Juan. Miss Melanie Hogan?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have brought Mr. Terrell Howard
Yes, Your Honor.
to Divorce Court today. I understand the two of you are engaged.
Yes.
You are here because you've had a number of issues you want to talk about and try to resolve so that if you do go forward in marriage, you won't end up back here later.
Correct.
Okay, and I understand you have a witness with you, Ms. Hogan, Ms. Jewel Gadberry.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you for being here, ma'am. I will hear from you shortly. I'll start with you, Ms. Hogan. Why don't you give me some background on your relationship and why you brought this case to Divorce Court?
Okay, Your Honor, 2 years ago, I met this wonderful man who seemed like every check on the list, it was pure love. Now it's suspicious behavior. I do not bring up anything unless I have some type of example to give behind it. He's not abiding by the boundaries that I have set for myself and what I want in my life. We are here today to try to rectify this matter, or these cute boots that I am wearing right now, I will be walking, so.
What do you have to say, Mr. Howard, about why you're here?
Definitely not suspicious. My actions ain't never showed that. So is somebody putting this in her ear, her girlfriend, I'm not gonna say no names, but I'm not showing nothing as what I'm doing, like I'm messing up, so you know.
So you believe you're being falsely accused.
Exactly.
And you are here to defend yourself against these allegations
the
today.
right way.
Ms. Hogan, how did you meet and how did the relationship move forward?
Actually, we were both in traffic. And he pulled up beside me and like wouldn't let me ride off. So we were like literally talking through, you know, car windows and exchanged numbers that way actually. He's handsome, we're a cute couple together. He's very intelligent, full of fun. We just started going out, hanging out. He's easy to talk to. He understands me. We just had, you know, a very good chemistry.
So you hit it off right away?
Yes.
So what made you stop when you pulled up at that red light and rolled down your window?
I looked over and I seen her, and she was just so gorgeous and beautiful to me. I'm blowing my horn like, all right, look over here, look over here. I'm like doing like this, you know, like, you know, give me the phone number signal, like.
So you got the number that day?
Yeah.
And the rest is history?
Yeah.
So things started off well?
Yeah.
When do you say they started going downhill?
Like I said, I set my boundaries, okay? I asked him, do you make any illegal money? I need a legal money-making man in my life, okay?
So you didn't ask if he had a job, you just asked if he made his money legal?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. He says that he's an entrepreneur. I totally understand that, as I am an entrepreneur.
Okay.
I'm not seeing the business come about as it should. He's coming in with a lot of cash. I saw him use his debit card like one time, everything else are cash moves. And I own Shy Love. I found it and I operate Shy Love in Chicago, Illinois, okay?
What is that?
I call it an eccentric social services organization. We do a little bit of everything. Community work, doing the block club stuff. We're linked to the policy organization in Chicago, the Family Independence Initiative Fund, just a little bit of everything, okay?
Shy Love is her heart.
So you were concerned that what?
I don't want him to become a liability in my life.
So you're concerned that he was about to be bringing you some problems?
Right. I don't need any liability.
Kicking in that door or something.
Mr. Howard, what's going on, sir? What do you do for a living?
I'm an investor. I trade, and I teach other people to trade. So I spend a lot of other time training other people and teaching them how to go in the market and make good moves where you could get good money on your money.
And you have a background in finance?
No. This is actually something I just recently came across maybe 3-4 months, and it's been the best thing ever. I had several other hustles I was doing, but this is the most lucrative. And I share this with other people, and they're like, I be trying to tell her, but she don't be trying to hear that.
When you say market, do you mean the stock market?
Yes, the stock market. Trading currencies, but Bitcoin is my main thing. I love to catch a Bitcoin move or a NAS 100 move in the market, and it's we make money in minutes or money in seconds, literally.
And so you have clients?
They're not my clients. It's just people that I share what I learned, to them so they can make money.
So you're giving this knowledge away for free, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
What's the deal with all the cash you're walking around with?
Well, I just like cash, you know what I'm saying? It's just more cap than anything.
So you like the stock market, but you don't like the bank?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't trust people with my money. I like to see my money. When I touch that money, it's yeah, this is so believable. So
why don't you believe that he's investing in the stock market?
Because he seems like a hustling scammer. Do you understand me?
Why do you say that?
Something not right. When he starts to explain the process, you come in and then you go bring in 2-3 people, they go bring in 2-3 people, sound like a pyramid scheme to me. I'm just not trusting it, and I've just seen too many. He came in with $7,000 cash. Now, was I happy? Yes. But at the same time, did I wonder where did all of this money come from? I don't need the feds knocking at my door later on.
Hello.
And I'm wrapped up into some stuff that I didn't know about, but
So you took the money but hope for the best.
It's all taxable. It's all taxable.
And at least let me know what I am in for. You know what I'm saying?
So you don't want to be an accessory after the fact.
Right, exactly. He smells like outside.
I don't know what that means.
It was a little sweaty, a little older, Even when we be together, don't be no, you know what I'm talking about? What is you doing?
She did get in the shower, but that wasn't nothing. I told her I wasn't hooping with the guys.
So you were actually outside, that's why you smell like outside.
Yeah, I play ball. I'm a hoopaholic.
There's an issue about where you want to live?
Yes, he wants to uproot me and my family from Chicago to go to California. I am Shy Love, okay? I'm not Shylifornia. I am Shy Love from Chicago. And it's okay, so why do you want to leave Chicago? Oh, well, the weather is better. The weather is better. Listen, I believe that we all have roles to play in society, okay? And Chicago has a lot of work that needs to be done. And me being here as Shy Love, I am doing my part. And for you to just expect me just because we love each other.
I wasn't telling her that. I was saying we're going to have enough money. We're going to be bi-coastal. We can live in California. You can go back home anytime you want to.
And do you have the means to be bi-coastal?
Right.
That's what you're saying?
Definitely. Now that I'm attracted.
And then he wants me to have a baby.
And I
You
told her
don't
we'll
want
get
to?
it made. I get it made. So whenever she want to put the mommy down, because they need their time alone.
So the trading business is going well for you, is what you're saying. Money's not an issue.
Not at all.
Stability is an issue.
Do you want to have more children?
No, I do not.
Yeah, that's a dilemma. I definitely want more kids.
I am done.
I love being a dad.
I don't use the term grandmother. I'm a grand goddess, okay? And I have one. She is 9 months. She is gorgeous. And I can see her and come and go as I please. I've done that part.
Did the two of you discuss the fact that you have very different stances on children before you proposed?
It was talked about, but I figured I could get her to lean more my way with it.
You're offering solutions.
Exactly. I got a solution. You got the problem, I got the solution.
You're solution-oriented.
Exactly.
I mentioned the proposal, but you said there hasn't been a ring yet.
Right.
Now, with Mr. Howard being bi-coastal and hiring all of the services that you would need to help take care of a child, I'm curious, what happened with the proposal with no ring?
He came to me with a Ziploc bag full of cutouts from wedding magazines. He basically put the things together, told me the type of dress he wanted me to wear, the style of my hair, the type of makeup. You see what type of makeup she had on right here? I think that'd be good. He is a visionary, okay?
So he brought you a vision board?
I give that to him. No, he wanted me to make it. He just had all the cutouts from the magazine.
Right.
Okay, so first of all, I'm not the type of lady to get excited just based off, the marriage proposal. I don't cap over the people be on the internet with, I got the ring, but you got the ring, but where your man at? I need some stability. I am 40 years old. I've done, all that little young stuff. You're talking about the stock market. You're talking about having a baby. You want to change my children's names to your last name. The stock market goes up and down, right? So where is the stability in that?
Did you make the vision board?
I didn't make no vision, no.
So you proposed with a vision board.
Well, because she wouldn't go to the store with me to pick out a ring, so I cut the pictures out. Like, all right, you ain't gonna go to the store, huh? Here you go, pick out one of these.
If you would listen.
I mean, I think that's good.
So if she would have picked out a ring, you would have purchased
She can have whatever one she choose.
If he would listen.
We still stuck on the little things, so, you know, until we get there, figure
You call
it out.
them little things?
You talking about marrying me? It was so nice that he would not come home. I called his phone. Did he answer? He didn't answer. I texted his phone. Did he reply? He didn't reply. And this is at wee hours of the morning. So my grandmother taught me that the only thing open at this time of night is either legs or some type of illegal transactions. So I asked him, where were you? You know what this fool told me? To mind my business, that it was not my business. So you talking about marrying me?
I ain't say it like that. I just told her to trust me.
And you telling me
I
to
ain't say it like how she's
trust
saying it.
you.
What happened,
just
Mr.
trust that
Howard?
I'm doing right. When I leave out this door, I'm doing everything I tell you I'm doing.
Okay.
So, like I said, everything is coming from her friend with her thinking that I'm doing wrong.
Well, where were you out doing right at 2 o'clock in the morning?
Oh, well, this one I did have to work a job. I was doing the Uber Lyft in the middle of the night, so I would leave out, you know, because I was saving my money. I ain't know nothing about the trade, and then, so now that I know what I know, it's like things going way different now.
Okay.
I don't believe it.
Really?
I don't. He smells like outside.
I don't know what that means.
I'm smelling weed. I'm smelling, you know, multiple fragrances. One time he came in and it was like a little sweaty, like a little odor, like, Even when we be together, don't be no, you know what I'm talking about? Like, what is you doing?
She did let me get in the shower, but that wasn't nothing. I told her I wasn't hooping with the guys. It wasn't nothing like she making it out.
So you were actually outside. That's why you smell like
I play
outside. Is
ball.
what you're saying.
I'm very athletic. I love to hoop. I'm a hoopaholic.
As I approach him, I see this chick, and she looked like a hoochie.
It was nothing.
Who was the woman?
A friend I was introducing to trade.
The girl was a little extra friendly.
She was hitting them all on the chest, and I'm seeing her laughing, popping her hair.
So this woman was someone you were teaching about the trade because you want to spread the knowledge to the people.
Correct.
You can't keep all this knowledge to yourself.
Exactly.
If you'd like your case to be heard on divorce court, call us toll-free 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com. Miss the show? Watch full episodes on our streaming platforms and follow us on social media for exclusive content. I understand you have a witness.
Yes.
I would love to hear from your witness, Ms. Jewel Gadberry. Please step up, ma'am.
Come on.
Ms. Gadberry, what do you have to add to this case?
Your Honor, let's just start by saying this is my best friend in the whole wide world. I know her like the back of my hand. And so they've been together for 2 years, and at first I'm like, oh, he's a really nice guy, you know, he takes care of her, he makes her smile, he's there for the kids. I'm like, okay, I give him 10 stars. But lately, like she said, he's definitely into something suspicious. Not answering his phone. You know, he says he has all these jobs. Now, mind you, he said he's a Bitcoin trader, okay? So I was actually interested in Bitcoin, and so I said, hey, let me call Terrell and ask him a few questions. You know what this guy told me? He told me to Google it. I said, Google it? Why don't you sit down and tell me your job as an investor and tell me how can I go about investing in Bitcoin? So I'm like, something's not right about this guy.
Well, in Mr. Howard's defense, he said he is solution-oriented. He was providing you some solutions.
Yes.
What else, ma'am?
He has solutions, all right. One day I decided to go to this little bistro joint for some lunch. And as I'm waiting in the line, I look and I see Terrell. As I approach him, I see this chick. She was dressed in a tight dress, all this makeup on, hair all over her head. To be honest, she looked like a hoochie.
Gummy bear.
And so when he saw my face, it was like he seen a ghost. I'm like, oh, hey, Terrell, so how are you? He's like, oh, what are you doing here? I'm like, same thing as you, having lunch. And so I'm like, so who's this? And before he could speak, she was like, oh, hi. I'm like, oh, how are you doing? And so just the whole thing didn't look right to me. So I was definitely like, I'm gonna let Melanie know what's going on.
It was nothing.
Who was the woman?
A friend I was introducing to trade. You know, I'm just trying to show her and put her on my team.
So you were introducing her to the trade, but you told Miss Gadberry to Google?
Right.
Yes.
when she wanted to ask you about it?
She was more spying than anything. She wasn't really serious about it.
You don't think she was genuine?
Right. And then she
really
somewhat don't like me, so it's like, I don't know, you just testing the water, so no, I'm not even finna entertain that. I'm not
So you
finna
were
entertain
suspicious of why she was asking?
Exactly.
Did he tell you who this woman was?
First he said friend, then he said it was a coworker, and now he's saying he was teaching her the investment. I don't know who she was, but she didn't look right. And like I said, what she had on, she definitely looked like a woman of the night. So I'm not trying to hear that.
And she told me that the girl was a little extra friendly.
Yeah, like she was hitting them all on the chest, and I'm seeing her laughing, popping her hair, and he's
You
just
extra
smiling,
friendly.
but he's watching me while he's watching her. So I'm just like, yeah.
She extra friendly. She touched everybody. Melanie's the same way.
So you're saying this woman was someone you were, as you said, you've done in the past, teaching about the trade because
Yes.
you want to spread the knowledge to the people.
Correct.
You can't keep all this knowledge to yourself.
Exactly.
First you're
Make it
an Uber
make
Eats
sense.
driver.
Make it
Then
make
you're a
sense.
Bitcoin investor. Your Honor, you know what? He's like Tommy off Martin. He ain't got no job.
Thank you, Ms. Gadberry.
Thank you.
Ms. Hogan, where are you now with this engagement? Are you ready to move forward in marriage?
Not at all. I deserve better. I set my boundaries, and I'm not gonna stop until I get what I said I want. And that's the bottom line here.
And what do you have to say about that, Mr. Howard?
I've been everything she wants since day one. It's like this energy just came from Jewel. Like, it was never existing. It's all her, the sniper that got me on her target. It's 2 against 1, they teaming up against me.
But Mr. Howard, no matter the source of the mistrust, for whatever reason, the foundation of trust in the relationship has been broken. Just your life path, what you say you want out of the relationship. There are certain things you can compromise on. There are certain ways you can earn trust back.
Right.
But when you come in court today and you tell me that you want to have children and your fiance says she is adamantly opposed to that, when you tell me you want to be bi-coastal and Ms. Hogan says she has established her foundation in Chicago, she's not going anywhere, there's just the question of real life compatibility. Do you understand?
That makes sense.
When you find a life partner, you don't want to try to find someone and convince them, like you said, to do something that they really don't want to do, like have a child.
Because then they're going to be unhappy.
Because it's your choice, that's your right. You are not incorrect in saying you want to have children. But she's not incorrect in saying that's not something that she wants in her life right now. It's really those issues of compatibility that you really have to look at and examine. And when you see the red flags, a lot of people come in this courtroom because they've ignored them.
Right.
But you've seen the red flags and you've stopped.
Right.
And you said, these red flags mean something.
Yes, they do.
Because if you notice them in the beginning, they always come back to bite you in the end.
Right.
So I think you're two nice people, but I think you're on different journeys in your life path right now with what you want.
Right.
There is another Bitcoin trader out there that perhaps you'll be more compatible with, who wants to have children, who wants to be bi-coastal, who wants to move, all of those things. And you have to be in a relationship with someone you can trust.
Right.
That is the bottom line. I wish both of you well. Good luck.
Thank you. Judge Faith said that, we need to be compatible and that I need to have someone that I can trust, and I totally agree with that. I think that it'll be better for us to just be friends, because I don't hate them, I do love them. I'm Chicago.
As much as I love Melly, maybe we just should just be friends. So we don't have to be together no more, and it was a good run, it definitely was, But it makes sense what Judge Faith was saying about having a person that wants to be more in your lane of what you're doing instead of you having to force it on them. And she just made me reevaluate myself on a whole nother level now, like. Oh, I still love you. I love you too. You already know.